Very good morning. Today we shall discuss about a very common concept like how do you program a human mind, right? So as you program any gadget or any equipment now, how is a human mind programmed? Well, let us take a very common scenario where a family has say 3 or 4 children, or there are siblings of 3 or 4 siblings in a house. Yet everybody is different. Everybody is different. They are trained and maybe the same culture is followed in the house and the same parents, yet they are different. Why is it? So why are we different? So why is everybody different? So however you try to imitate a person, it's difficult. So where does this personality come from? Why are we like this today? Why is it that though you try to preach the best things, or you get there are 30 students in a class, say for example, and all the 30 students are given the same type of education or an outlook, but still perceptions vary? Why? What's the difference? Why does this happen? Well, let us understand that a human mind, when you talk of a baby, when a baby is born, this consciousness is absolutely 0 and subconscious is 100. So it's like a sponge, literally like a sponge which can absorb any liquid that you throw on, put a sponge on it, it absorbs. So the formative years, that is the first 3 years. The first 3 years is very crucial for a baby, for a programming of the mind. So it completely depends on who are the parents, what the child exposed to, what are the influences happening in the child, the environment they are brought up, right? All this starts programming a child. So all of us are basically programmed that way to finish our foundation. Once this foundation is set, then let us see from 4 years to say 7 years. Now we have external influences. What are external influences? Besides our parents or grandparents or people in the house, if it is a joint family, there are many people in the house. And if it is a nuclear family, it's maybe the father, mother, grandfather, whoever it is. And now when the child goes out, say pre-primary schooling, nursery, so there the influences of the teacher come, the environment comes, the students, the friends. So all this start programming the child. So on this foundation, the second layer is set. Now that's where they pick up certain things. Now how do they pick up? Why is it they pick up only certain things and not everything, and not everybody picks everything? So here the concept of our representational system comes in NLP. So each of us program ourselves using one of the dominant representational system. So it could be a visual, auditory or kinesthetic. So one of these plays a major influence on how we are programmed. So the child start picking one dominant and dominance, and maybe visually dominant or auditory dominant or kinesthetic, and starts getting programmed. And then after 7 years, you go to the next layer of programming. That is the places you visit, the teachers, the books you read, the social media you're exposed to, or the videos we watch, the programs we watch on TV, all this starts programming one. Then later, maybe you say from 13 years to 21 years, we have a sense of self. That's where the sense of self comes up. So you can obviously see the dialogue of the child or the language changes as I, mine. So all these words says that they are developing their own personality, individuality. So all this combination, right from parents, teachers, social media, friends, environment, all these are responsible for what we are today. So when we all are brought up with the same parents, yet we may have different friends, we have different varied interests, we are exposed to different experiences, and we have different representational dominance, then it's obvious that all the children will be different. So now the question is, it was not our choice, it happened. So then around say 17 years or maybe 16 years also, you discover that you're not happy and this is not what you want. And majorly when you talk of teens are more into a trend, a concept of trend. So they follow what is in trend, irrespective of how it's going to affect them, or is it matching or aligning with their long-term goals? No, it doesn't matter. So just follow. So this is a place, the most important crucial time where we have to understand that a teen is exposed to a better environment and guided properly. So that is one confusing age, a time where they need utmost guidance. So where parents can give some time to teenagers and guide them and also understand what and how they are developing their perception, I think we'll have a better influence on them and better guide them. So teenage is one confused age, and so maybe it's not about you trust your child or not, it is about don't trust that age. It's very difficult. They get carried away by more emotions than logic, right? So if parents give time, it works. Then around 21 years, what happens is we realize, oh my God, this is not what I want to be. This is not what the life I want, or I'm not happy with what I want or what it is. So then you start thinking of what do you like. And now you see, for example, go out and talk to people on the streets. Believe me, about 90% people are not happy with the life they have. And they start blaming somebody, an external factor, maybe parents, the environment, the education system, or the teachers, whatever. So we don't take ownership of what actually has happened to us. Now, if you understand one basic concept, that we were programmed subconsciously by others. And now when consciously you realize that it's not working for you, what can we do? We can reprogram ourselves. Now that's the concept of NLP. Now here we have to reprogram ourselves. And how can you reprogram yourself? Well, mostly you think you learn something or copy somebody or imitate somebody or model somebody and then you start reprogramming yourself. No, it doesn't happen that way. The most important thing, a concept that you find only in NLP is unlearning. Until you unlearn those things which are not working for you, the thought process, the beliefs, the experiences, unless you unlearn them, you cannot relearn anything new. So if you don't unlearn and just start relearning a different concept, there's a confusion in your mind, the clash of senses, and it's very difficult for you to actually adopt a different personality. So that's why this NLP helps many people to unlearn certain things which are not working for them, including the belief system, and then relearn a thing that they wish to be or create a vision of the type of personality they want to be, and you can emulate it and you become that. So it is very important that you need to have a support system or a guidance wherein it will help you take step by step into a transformation. So another thing that you need to notice, changes can happen. When you start changing a certain aspect in each aspect, and then it takes a lot of time for you to transform yourself. But you believe me, NLP can transform you in one go. It's very magical and it happens in a very short time. So if you're programmed for 21 years and you want to transform yourself, maybe next 3 months is enough. You can start a new personality, start a new dimension of life, and have a 360-degree perception of life. So I think everybody should realize that it's time we relearn or unlearn certain things and focus on the type of personality we enjoy and we desire to live. So there is no concept of destiny, there's no concept of fate, there's no concept of luck in NLP. All these are very much under our control. So if you're curious to understand how you want to do it, I think it's important you fix up an appointment to talk to me, right? I can assure you, I can take you from anywhere to anywhere. And it's really magical, and it's very much possible with least effort, a little strategical outlook, and you have to work on it. It's not that I work on you. So we can support you, we can guide you to transform your life to the outcome or the goal that you feel and cherish most, right? So looking forward to all of you really rethinking about your life and reliving your life the way you want, right? Thank you.